We're still here in the Citizen Lounge, and we have with us Matt Ferguson.
Hello.
Amazing artist.
Thank you.
Graphic designer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire. I like that. That's a good way to call me. Yeah.
I just want to start by showing off some of your work, if that's okay.
Yeah,
you did
sure,
your
okay.
signing yesterday.
Yes, signing was yesterday.
And you have been doing a lot of sort of Marvel Cinematic Universe work.
Yeah, I do an awful lot of posters for the films. Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about this one.
So that's part of a set of 5 that I did in the UK, and basically you had to go to the film 5 times to get the whole set. So it was like a marketing tool, and it was from Odeon Cinemas, and it was basically free if you went to see the film. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a wonderful image. It's
brilliant.
really cool.
I loved doing
silhouette and stuff like that. So I wanted to ask you, like, you've done so many posters for Marvel. What goes into making a really good promotional, like, image poster? What are you trying to convey with each poster?
Well, I just try to do what I would personally like to see. So simple, to the point, and that's about it, really. I don't put much thought into it, and then I get lots of art direction from Marvel, obviously. They like my style anyway. So it's like just between us, we just work it out, and then it's quite easy, really. Sorry.
No, I love your use of sort of darkness and light. I feel like you like to play a lot with contrast. Is there something to that? Do you like the silhouette? Like, what do you think it means to you to use it light in that way?
Well, the characters, they tend to have really good silhouettes anyway, because the costumes are really easily identifiable, and so it's like makes it like an easy thing for people to identify with straight away. They know that that's Thanos, for example, because he's just got that shape.
He's big and purple.
Yeah, exactly. Big and purple. With the big glove.
Swole, yeah. He's jacked, yeah.
So it's kind of simplifying it down, and then it's less headshots and things like that, and it's more about the characters. Because I love the old comics and stuff, so I try to bring a bit of that in.
Nice.
Is there a favorite character that you've worked on?
I love Captain America. Every time I do Captain America posters, I just love working with
And what makes a good Captain America poster?
Lots of action, forward thrusting with the shield.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Shield first.
Shield first. And just good heroic poses.
Do you like helmet on or helmet off?
I like helmet on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Well, I just feel I always just.
He's a very handsome guy, obviously.
He is, yeah. You know what? He has a
helmet
beautiful hair. Now the beard. I mean, all right. So you sold me. Just that you sold me on helmet off.
What sort of comics were you a fan of? Kind of getting into art as a younger
when I was
person?
younger, I lots of UK comics, so like 2000 AD and the Beano. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like for younger children. And then in the 90s, when I was a teenager, there was the X-Men animated series in the UK, and that hit really big in the UK.
Yeah, it was very big here also.
Big.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, I'll get into the comics that way. Then when I was a little bit older, I worked in a comic book shop for a while. And,
it's a great experience.
You know, on a weekend when it's quiet, you can just read comics. So Marvel Comics was always what I used to read.
That's so cool that now you get to play with it every day.
Oh.
I have to say, I love your Thor Ragnarok poster. When you started, what was your sort of approach for that one?
Well, with a lot of my posters, I like to think of a key scene or like my favorite thing in the film. And obviously, at the end of the film, when he just gets...
He owns his lightning.
And the Led Zeppelin kicks in, and it's awesome. So I kind of basically just did that.
I just did that. You know that cool thing?
That cool thing I did?
Cool
just
thing.
crushed it.
Just blast Led Zeppelin and just like...
While I'm working, put Led Zeppelin, I'm like, more lightning. This is cool. So, yeah.
So we have a question from Social. Of course, you love to work with Thor. Is there any other character that you really, really love, you would love to work with?
In terms of Marvel or
Marvel,
in general? Marvel. I'd love to get into some of the Netflix TV shows,
cool,
like Punisher and Daredevil, because I like the grittier edge to them, and I've not done anything with those yet. So Daredevil is a favorite of mine.
Now you do some poster work, or you've done some art for Grey Matter. Is that right?
Yes, Grey Matter art. I've got a poster here, the Thor Ragnarok one,
right?
Which is with Grey Matter art, and it's also for people that can't attend the con. You can buy it online from bottleneckgallery.com. So, and that's a time sale over the convention weekend.
Oh, nice.
So
well, there you go. That's
cool.
perfect for you guys, because you guys aren't here probably if you're watching this, so you can check it out there. That's awesome. Now, is there anything that, in the way of the posters that you've done so far, what do you think was like the most challenging one that you had to do?
easily the Infinity War.
Really? Why is that?
Because, well, I mean, that's only one part of it. And I did the other 4 posters.
Four more
and so it's got all 23 heroes on it. And it was just a lot of work placing them, working out how they'd look good, all together on one huge, because the original image is like a huge banner.
Right.
And it was a slightly tight deadline on the artwork, so it was a lot of work to get done. It was very challenging,
and
but it was worth it.
Many heroes in that film.
Exactly, yeah. So I was like...
All, I think.
Well, and basically, we had a big list to tick off. You've got that guy, you got that guy, that guy. And we got there in the end, but yeah, it was amazing.
Go ahead.
We have another question from social. What advice would you have for aspiring graphic designers and artists that want to get specifically into this field of designing these posters?
I would say make what you want to make and then just put it online, because that's how I got my job doing this. I made an Avengers poster when the first Avengers movie came out, just as fan art, and I put it online, and then the cast and crew saw it, and I ended up printing a copy for Joss Whedon and others, and then I guess that got around the officers, and then I got hired to do the box set artwork for the release, the home release.
Amazing.
And then it was just like stepping stones from there. So basically, I'd say just put yourself out there online, and it can happen. Well, it happened for me.
And who knows?
Yeah. You never know what'll happen.
Yeah.
There are so many people that want to be artists or creators in some way in the comics field. What kind of tools do you use? Do you like to work digitally? Do you use any inks, pens, paper, that kind of thing?
So to start off with, I'll thumbnail like just with pencil, really rough, like stickmen type things, just to get an idea of what I want to do. Sometimes that'll get sent to the studio for approval, but not often, because I'm like ashamed of what that looks like. And then I go fully digital, so I use Photoshop, and I have like a pen tool, Wacom tablet, and you just draw on there, and then you've got much more control over the artwork, and you can step back in the history if you make a mistake, whereas if you're doing it straight on paper, you can't do that. So I pretty much 100% digital after the initial concept stage.
So cool.
Yeah. Now, I was going to say, do you take any inspiration from real life? Like if you're walking around, do you see someone, you're like, oh, that person kind of looks like Thor. I want that person like you, like any of that, like any real life inspiration?
Or is it just film? You just like stick that film?
Kind of just film. If I want a certain pose, for reference, I'll take a picture of myself or get my wife to take a picture of me. So there's pictures of me in
posing like
my
Thor,
underpants, doing Spider-Man poses and stuff. So yeah,
specifically request in underpants.
Well, because he wears skin tight.
Oh, or like underoos.
Underoos. So you just want to get into the character.
Yeah,
so you put on some chainmail for Thor. Put on some chainmail.
I've never gone that far. I hold like a wooden spoon and pretend it's his hammer and things like that.
Can we get a photo series of just your reference art of yourself?
I'm not sure anybody would want to see that.
Absolutely.
I disagree.
We'll build a booth. Matt Ferguson does the hits. All your favorite Marvel characters.
Superhero reference.
Oh yeah, superhero reference chart.
Yeah.
Superhero reference, yeah.
The whole chart of you doing all your poses. Do you want to draw this character? Here's the reference for each one.
Yeah.
I would be mortified.
All right, okay. We'll hold off on starting a whole booth for it yet.
Okay, thank you.
I still think it's a great idea.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait. We have Ryan Panagos is storming the stage.
Oh, Ryan. He's going to run it.
Ryan
Look at this.
How you
has
doing?
decided
Good.
he's got on all his Thanos swag.
Oh, these are all for me. Thanks.
Take all of them, yeah.
Great. Love them.
You just come here to get all the posters?
Yeah, I mean, it's me.
Ryan is extra Thanos right now. We have maybe time for one question, Ryan.
How much do you like me?
Well, on a scale
not going where I thought.
10,
Yes.
on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll say, because I don't know you personally.
But now we do. Now we're
now
super
we do.
tight.
8.
Terrific. I got an 8.
Solid.
Solid 8.
Okay.
Man, how many posters and prints and pieces have you done for the MCU so far? Or did you already talk about that?
Oh, I don't know if
I don't think we've
counted.
got a grand total.
50?
50?
Maybe?
That's a
Something like
whole bunch.
a
We
lot.
have to let you go because you have more things to do.
Yes,
but,
I do, yeah.
tell us really quickly, where can we find you online?
Online, so you can find me on Twitter, cakes_comics, or just search Matt Ferguson. And then I've got a website as well. So again, just search Matt Ferguson on Google and I'll pop up.
There you go.
There's not many
Google.com.
artists called Matt Ferguson.
Look for great art. It's
Yeah.
probably Matt's.